cards a turn rather than just one.
Right.
Those were just some of the examples he gave as far as when Arbor Elf has been good. On the other side of the table,
we have a Blitz deck. It's going to be a little. It has like a 4-mana chunk here as well. It actually I take that back. It's not really a Blitz deck. It's more just an aggro deck. It's not playing the fabled red-green, making more red-green mana guy. So we're going just 1-drops here, though. We do have Champion of the Parish ×4. We got Avacyn's Pilgrim. We got Mayor to pump them all up. We got Thalia. You know how I feel about her. We have Silverblade Paladin, Frontline Max. We have a good chunk of 2 1-drops, and then we end here with Huntmaster Resto Angel. So this deck list is not exactly as blitzish as we've seen before, but it has a potential to play a very large Champion of the Parish early on.
Yeah, I feel like some players are looking at the blitz lists, going, "This looks awesome, but I want to shore up my late game a little bit," and they kind of shift closer to the mid range kind of thing. And I don't know if that's good or bad. It kind of depends on their opponent, I think.
Right. Yeah, and he actually names his deck Nigh Humans, and I guess the only way you have blitz is if you're playing that particular card. So it starts off, this matchup seems like it's going to play out really to the Jund's ability to remove the creatures as Adam plays it. And Adam doesn't have a 1-drop here, and that kind of hurts, especially when you have, you dedicate 8 slots to 1-drops. And I see that with the aggro decks a lot. When you play a lot of these 1-drops in your deck and you don't have one in your opening hand, it's not really a mulligan, but it's tough. It's some of those cards when you draw them later on, you're going to be very disappointed. But, like we said earlier, he does have some late-game potential with Huntmaster and Resto. He also has 2 Boros Charm main, which will come into play, 1 Selesnya Charm, which I think is still a pretty good card, and then Searing Sphere.
So, here's Pilgrim from Adam on turn 2.
All right, looks like we got some Parafarseeks here.
Yeah, so Jesse's gonna. He's already on the play, and now he's accelerating several turns past Adam.
I've seen Adam Liu around, so he's an experienced player. He obviously has spent a lot of time on this list, and it's because you can tell with these aggro decks, usually it's just 4 ofs, and these are a lot of 3 ofs, a lot of these 3 Pilgrim, 3 Thalia, 3 Silverblade, 3 Huntmaster, 3 Resto, and then 2 Charm Boros, 1 Selesnya, 3 Spear. So he really has calculated what cards he wants to incorporate in his deck, and you really have to trim the fat here when you have a lot of variety. So he plays a Frontline Medic. I think he's pairing them up, and then he's going to just send in his Pilgrim here and gain 2 life.
Yep. Pilgrim in.
All right. Jund with Bonfire is pretty good against a human deck, especially when you don't have any in the opener and they're ready to go. Like, one of those miracles at any time can just take Adam's dominating board position to nothing. But luckily, Frontline Medic's got a little clause in it.
It certainly does.
And he can stop the X.
The X spells, yeah.
X spells right in their tracks.
It's nice against Sphinx's Revelation. It's even nicer against Bonfire.
Yeah, much better against Bonfire.
And then we have a Dreadbore for the Medic. Interesting though, a lot of these Jund lists have gone a little bit away from the Bonfire. Some playing all 4, but we've seen a lot of Mizium Mortars. This particular list plays 3 Bonfire and 1 Mizium Mortars.
Right.
We've seen it the other way around, and that's a nice little trump you have to Frontline Medic.
Yeah, we talked a lot about consistency over power, and obviously Bonfire has way more power than Mizium Mortar, but Mizium Mortar does what it always does and never changes.
Right. You know what you want it to do. It's 4 damage to a dude or 4 damage to all the dudes.
Right. All right, so he's going to Abrupt Decay here. He did in response to Thalia, so he could
just so he doesn't have to pay the extra 1 there. But Thalia then resolves, and Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Thalia is not too backbreaking for the Jund deck. A, because they have a lot of removal, and B, their creatures are so good. And you'll see here Huntmaster, who by itself will kill Thalia, which is a passive a turn.
Sure. And also, this late in the game, this much mana, it's just kind of like, okay, fine, my Dreadbore costs 3.
Right.
For a turn, that's fine. It's Dark Banishing.
Yeah, good enough. All right, looks like Adam's hand is just full of creatures, which you would expect from Naya humans. I'm not sure why he got to such a slow start here, but it seemed like his lands aren't cooperating. A lot of the tap ones. Also, I think he's drawn 2 1-drops in a row. I see a Champion of the Parish in his hand.
Yeah, I'm not getting a great look there, but on board, just a Thalia and an Abyssin's Pilgrim, both pretty much outclassed by the Huntmaster, which is going to flip if he doesn't cast something. He's going to cast something here.
Right.
Although I imagine Jesse's just going to let it flip.
Yeah,
as
definitely.
well, as you mentioned. Get a little free removal.
And once it's a 4/4, man, 4/4 is big. 4/4 is tough for humans to deal with.
Jesse's totally fine with the 2 damage there from Thalia.
Right.
He's going to take it, and then you see Champion of the Parish, just mainly to keep the Huntmaster from flipping. But no, he's a frontline medic as well.
So
Levels the champion.
Yeah, frontline medic is not more bonfire defense. Oh, he's gonna be sadly disappointed here.
Yeah, is he just gonna? I mean,
do it for 1. 1 is fine here. Do it for 1.
Yeah, I don't even cast it. I just think I
think you do it for 1 and kill Thalia and his Pilgrim. Oh man.
He just frontline. He just kills.
You just
frontline
realized
medic
that.
here. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't do it at all.
Well, think about it here. If he does it for 1,
okay,
then frontline medic can't counter because he has 3 open, and then it kills Thalia and Pilgrim.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Jesse is just in shock right now.
Yeah, he just did it for 2. And
I don't think he knew that was happening.
He wasn't thinking about it the same way we were. Yeah, I was just saying, don't cast it. Let the Huntmaster flip. And
oh, he's doing it for never mind because when he does it for 1, he has to pay 1 more for Thalia. You're right. So don't cast it at all. You're right because the 1 more for Thalia, he can't pay with frontline medic.
Yeah, so he trades his bonfire for frontline medic.
Problem.
That's fair, but now he's cast a spell this turn, and
Huntmaster will not do his thing.
He's not gonna flip. Yeah.
Now he's gonna take another ton of damage because I'm sure Adam's going to play something to beef up his creatures here.
Yeah, I like not casting it, letting the Huntmaster flip. What does he got in hand over here? Because maybe, basically it's a choice of hand. Kill Thalia or kill frontline medic. You obviously want to take out both.
Right.
So maybe it was still better to take
bonfire,
out the medic.
In the hand. Doing it for 2 eventually will be a pretty good.
Yeah, I just feel like it would come in handy late game. Much better than it did there, just trading for a medic that I think he could have.
I agree.
Dealt with.
Let's see what happens here.
Another couple humans for Adam, of Abyssin's Pilgrim and a Nearheath Pilgrim, just a couple pilgrims, and Champion attacks, gets chumped by the wolf. Thalia attacks again. Jesse connected.
Jesse really wants an instant here, like an instant speed removal spell.
Yeah, so he's just not even letting the Huntmaster flip. He's going to go ahead and
he's
going to just go ahead and play Olivia and let Olivia do the damage here.
Right. Olivia does nearly the same job here. It's going to shoot. You can shoot Thalia. You can shoot any of the creatures, and then be able to block everything but that human over there, that champion with 3 counters on it. The judge is telling him to. Oh, I think he mistapped, and now he's making him keep that. No, he still has red. No.
Yeah, he had the mana. He just didn't tap red.
Does he have red and black open?
He does.
I can't see what he has open.
I'm pretty sure he has red-black. I think he just tapped a green-black duel instead of a red source there.
Oh, okay.
I think. It's really.
He does have. I see the blood crypt. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, so is that Overgrown Tomb right there? So Overgrown Tomb, Forest, Stomping Ground, Kessigul Throne.
Yeah.
And then the 2 untapped lines are Blood Crypt and I believe another Overgrown Tomb or a Woodland Cemetery.
All right. Well, this is going to be. If Adam doesn't have really any action to continue his assault here, it's going to turn to Jesse's favor pretty shortly. Olivia can get real out of hand. When the card was spoiled, it was one of my favorite cards from Innistrad. Just the mana involved, 4 mana 3/3 flyer already is a decent win condition. Adding that is pretty good. All those abilities are very good.
Yeah, Jesse's in a good spot here. I mean, and you're right. He would love to have a removal spell, an instant speed removal spell, particularly.
But, I think Adam's thinking about his attack, and
yeah, I'm actually.
I think he's sending.
So he's just going to send the champion.
Yeah.
Jesse's going to shoot the Pilgrim to prevent that lifelink.
There's no good attack here for Adam besides that. And honestly, him not attacking with the other creatures is just inevitable doom for his whole team here.
So he shoots the Pilgrim. He looked like he backed up and then said, okay, no, I'll shoot it. Okay, so he shoots the Pilgrim, preventing the lifelink. Champion's just going to connect.
He's losing, and Adam's going to lose all of his creatures to Olivia next turn.
Yeah.
So
if
lose
Adam
Thalia,
passes here,
Pilgrim.
Now Huntmaster flips.
Yeah, so he's going to lose all of his creatures.
Yeah.
He can actually shoot the he can shoot the champion.
Right, shoot champion, then shoot it with Olivia.
Right. Oh, I think he should have done that. This is going to hurt him here, though. He played Resto Angel. You can't see it off camera.
Yeah. Is that what that is, Resto Angel?
Yeah, and he blinked the Thalia in response because he definitely shouldn't have shot Thalia. Should have shot the human.
Yeah, get that on screen for us. There's a Restoration Angel, we swear.
Yeah.
It is under Adam Wu's
He blinked
name
the Thalia,
there,
which pumped the champion some more. He could have, Jesse could have shot the Thalia in response to prevent the champion from being pumped. He elected not to.
It wouldn't have prevented the champion from being pumped.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It would have.
Yeah, in response to the.
I'm sorry, I was
yeah.
counting the angel as if it were a human. No, I'm wrong. It would have.
It's kind of late, so you can pretty much convince me anything you want. So I'll take it.
How come Restoration Angel didn't mill cards when it came into play?
Yeah, I don't know. It must be typo on the card. All right, so Jesse's in the driver's seat, even though that was a small mistake.
He got a little bit blown out there. Like
he should have. I mean, I think Olivia can shoot enough things, 3 here, to become a 7/7. Therefore, blocking anything. I don't know why he's paying life here. And he's gonna play Garrick, which he shouldn't do. He should just go shoot, 7/7, deal with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Shoot down the Pilgrim, shoot down the Thalia. You've got a giant Olivia.
You have a 4/4 guy who can get there too. I think that you're just in a commanding position. So he's paid the 2 life and he's
passing the turn. It's interesting. He's changed his mind, I think is what it is. He had one plan, he's shifted gears. What's in his hand? I believe he's got Garrick. He's got Thragtus?
I saw Garrick. I don't know the other card.
Okay. I thought it was a green card, but I may be
Adam
thinking of
drew an untapped Sacred Founder here. We'll see what he's going to do with it. I think he might have charm action going on. He might have the Selesnya one-of to kill Thalia, or not Thalia, excuse me, Olivia if Olivia gets a little bigger.
Yeah, the Selesnya charm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a one-of, but he certainly could have it here. Now,
Adam again, slightly better attack here. He can attack sort of with this champion, but Olivia can just shoot and block like we talked about. And if Adam doesn't have a charm to combat trick here, there's no attacks.
So Olivia's just a 4/4 at the moment, right?
Right.
Okay.
But can become a 7/7 at will here.
Oh, water's all gone. Yeah. You want the rest of this? All right. So Olivia gets the big dice there, and Mayor of Averbrook comes down for Adam. You can handle this. I got this. We're out of water in the booth.
We have gone through, I feel like I've been in the desert for, days. We're feeling good, though. Got a lot of good commentating going on here.
Olivia is now going to shoot the mayor. Here we go. Olivia's going to.
Here we go. This is what
go on a shooting
we've been
spree.
waiting
She's
for a
taking
long
out the
time.
Pilgrims.
So, like we said, there's no good attack. Adam should not attack here unless he has a trick. What do you pay the 2 mana for? I missed it.
Yeah, I thought it was shoot mayor, shoot Pilgrim. I thought he shot the other Pilgrim too, but.
Adam has 2 lands tapped. What did he?
What did Adam?
Yeah.
Pay the 2 mana for the mayor.
The mayor, okay. Yeah. So he shot the mayor. He didn't shoot the Pilgrim. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
so he shot Pilgrim, mayor, and he shot Thalia.
Was that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
That must have been what I missed. I thought he had shot. the other pilgrim. But yeah,
Adam was saying he missed a counter on his champion, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Thalia is humongous.
You mean Olivia?
Or Olivia. I keep saying Thalia. Olivia is humongous, and lots of spells were cast, so Huntmaster will flip back. He gets a wolf. At this point, Olivia is unbeatable for Adam, unless he draws his one of Celestial Charm, because he can just simply kill every creature Adam ever plays.
So, just from Twitter, he only had 2 lands. At least this is what Jeremy Sparkman on Twitter mentions, because I'm having trouble telling what lands are there just because of the glare. But he said there were only 2 lands before that Stomping Ground. That's why he had to play it untapped, so he could shoot 3 times.
Oh, he only had 2 red lands.
Other point, and this is obviously I don't think we were really considering it, but obviously he could have gone shoot, steal.
Right.
With the untapped land. So that's
I thought he had 3 red.
By the way.
Yeah, I thought he had 3 red. I guess like the glare over there is kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it looks like now I can see that it's a Blood Crypt and the Stomping Ground he played untapped, and then I think maybe another Stomping Ground there.
All right, so Jesse's got it under control. The 3rd red land is what.
Yeah, it did look like he was about to play Garrick. I agree.
Right.
I think just because he paused. Yeah, he played it untapped and then looked like he was considering it, but
Garrick was just enough to shoot something.
And here comes Olivia again, shooting down pretty much everything. And leaving Adam with just a single Restoration Angel, and that goes away as well.
And
yeah, Jesse takes game 1 from Adam Wu. Now,
it's very tough.
Adam's deck seems very vulnerable. Other than the Restoration Angels, it felt like Adam's deck is extremely vulnerable to almost everything Jesse has. You know, you got the Huntmaster flipping, kills almost everything in Adam's deck. The Bonfire for very little kills almost everything in Adam's deck.
Right.
Olivia just shooting kills almost everything in Adam's deck. It just felt that way anyway. Then, of course, Restoration Angels. Well, Jesse's like, well, I've got Dreadbore, I've got Mizium, 1 copy of Mizium Mortars, I've got Murder, I've got,
Bonfire.
I've got Bonfire. Of course, you've got other answers even answers that can double.
I think Adam's going to need to look less vulnerable. He's going to need a 1-drop start. He has 8 1-drops. He's going to need one on turn 1, and then if he does, he can play things like Champion turn 1, turn 2, Mayor attack, and they really create some pressure. Without that pressure, you're right, he's just going to get outclassed by Huntmasters and more expensive spells.
So you think instead of shifting, I don't know that he has the option. It doesn't even look like he does. His deck is just this kind of deck. He needs to just hit his 1-drops on turn 1.
Exactly.
And turn 2, his deck needs to do what it does very early.
Yeah, he has Oblivion Ring, but that's not going to be enough. He's going to need definitely an aggressive start. And if you look at this list, he has the opportunity to do so. He has Boris Reckoner in the board, which might be good to bring in as well. And he has Garrick Relentless, which is obviously good in this matchup. So for Olivia, you have Boros Charm, you have Celestial Charm once he gets a little big, and you have Oblivion Ring, and that's it. So you just need to hope, to get there with those 3 or 4 outs he has.
Yeah.
He has Searing Spear too, but that's not the best out for Olivia.
On the other side, Jesse, he has. I mean, you just pretty much bring in some more removal especially for these little guys. You've got 2 Pillar of Flame. You've got a Searing Spear you can bring in. You've also got Staff of Nin if you want to go. You assume you're going to get to 6 hopefully, and you can shoot down.
I don't think he's going to bring Staff of Nin. No. That's definitely for the control or mid-range decks. He's going to bring in, but you're right. He's going to bring in all the little pedally removal.
The cheaper stuff.
Like Pillar of Flame will come in, Searing Spear will come in, and that's about it, I think he's going to board out Rakta's Return.
Yep.
It's not very good in this matchup. Besides that, all his other cards are pretty good. So he can board out. Oh, he only has 1 return, so he boards out the 1 return. He boards out.
So you think he just brings in 2 Pillar, 1 Searing Spear, just those 3?
That's it. And he really don't have much to board out. He's got to board out maybe Arbor Elf, so 2 Arbor Elf and 1 Ratchet Return is what I would board out. Because Arbor Elf, he doesn't have a lot of interaction with it. He's not going to bring in the Honorable Connection, so it's just really for a really accelerated Garrick. And I don't know if he needs that, because he's basically substituting an Arbor Elf for Pillar of Flame turn 1, which is, I think, better.
I agree. Yeah, and as you mentioned, you want Adam wants to get that fast start. So if you have turn 1 Arbor Elf and he has a fast start, you'd rather have turn 1 Pillar of Flame.
Right. Pillar on a champion, the Parish is most better than Arbor Elf, I think.
So if you're just joining us, I'm Joey Pasco, joined in the booth by Shaheen Sarani. We're coming to you guys live from Indianapolis, where the final round of 11 rounds of the largest StarCityGames.com's Open Series tournament ever, with 774 players, is coming to a close. We've got 30 minutes left in the round. Jesse McCartney here on camera on the left, up a game versus Adam Blue, playing Naya Humans, he's like in a rough spot, but we've seen these decks in rough spots before come out the gate so fast that their opponents, even holding all the answers, lose the game because they don't have the time to cast them.
Right.
So,
and that's just the plague of playing more powerful spells. You need to have the time to do it, and if you don't have the time, then you will be run over. And Adam, he's playing like an interesting build because he is electing to play 6 4-drops and he's not playing powerful like double red Hell Riders. He's playing just the Huntmaster to ease on his mana. So he's really depending on his early game, and somehow if that doesn't work out, he's depending on his mid-range game. Problem is, when you're in this matchup with Jund, the Jund mid-range stuff is just better than your mid-range stuff.
all right, looks like they're drawing their 7. Both keep. I always want to see both players keep.
I like that too.
Partly because I'm impatient with waiting for them to mulligan. But
Right. Yeah, we can't.
I want to watch good Magic.
We can only talk about mulliganing strategy so many times.
All right, we've got both players keeping. Turn 1 Temple Garden. Adam Blue off to a good start, and he's got a champion. So that's exactly what to do. Looking good. Do we have a turn 1 Pillar of Flame? We don't. There is a Mizium Mortars there for Jesse, I believe.
And that should be enough to deal with this, barring some miracle.
Yeah, so there's a second champion of the Parish for Adam. First champion levels. Gets in for 2. Jesse going to go to 18.
This is as good a start, besides having one more human there that you can get.
And we have Dragon Skull Summit.
Mortars here.
He's thinking.
You think about far seeking? I think you mortars here because you don't want that human to get out of control.
Yeah. No, he's gonna pass. Okay.
Oh, he must have. He's
got Searing Spear. Is that
Okay.
That's what it was. It wasn't Mortars. I apologize.
It's fine. Same thing.
Roughly. Yeah, I thought it was.
It's going to do the same thing here.
Just got a quick.
Oh, it's actually going to do better. No, never mind. I thought it was Silver Blade. So frontline medic comes in, is going to pump the other 2 guys, and he will burn the obviously the big one.
Yeah. So it looks like it lands. He may. You think he burns the? No. Okay. He's going to go ahead and take out the big one.
Because the medic is basically the same thing as that champion.
But the medic doesn't grow.
Right, but the medic doesn't get bigger. And the X spells, I'm assuming he bored out Radish's turn, so he's just at Bonfire at this point.
Yeah, and he only has, he's got 3 Bonfires.
See what Jesse drew? He drew an Olivia, which is
pretty good. Pretty good card.
Pretty much what did Adam in the first game.
Yeah, so a Farseek from Jesse there.
He's going to play a land to go with it, and that will be put him at 5 land. I lied. They'll put him at 4 land. Here he plays land. He'll have 5 land next turn.
Yeah. All
right,
right, Adam with an opening here to do some damage.
I see Huntmaster's Searing Spear in his hand.
So he's got 5 on board. He likely plays land Huntmaster. Yeah, that's, just to grow the champion here.
Right. And it's going to give Jesse a hard time because he can't Bonfire here because of the frontline medic.
Mm-hmm.
And Mizium Mortars, he's 2 off if he draws that from overloading it.
So Huntmaster comes in, levels the champion, brings a wolf with it, and now he's going to crash in for 6 with the medic and the champion. Jesse going to go to 10. All right, this is what we said. Adam can come out of the gates very fast, and if Jesse, even with the answers, can't find the answers fast enough, or can't cast the answers fast enough, he could be in big trouble.
He's playing Olivia here, and it's not going to. I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, he plays
Huntmaster. Okay, he has a Huntmaster.
So that's a little bit better. Just provides a chump blocker, potentially flips and kills something.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Adam Liu doesn't even think here, and he just turns all his guys sideways after he spears his, one of his creatures here.
Now Adam should pass the turn and not let his Huntmaster flip. Or, I'm sorry, and to let his Huntmaster flip so that his kills Jesse's.
Yeah, I think the Huntmaster going to die in this exchange, however. And he's got Wolf Run, so he's just going to just punch through damage.
Yeah. I almost put Huntmaster in front of Huntmaster or Wolf in front of Huntmaster over there.
I think he's going to block with both of his creatures. I don't think Jesse understands how the Huntmaster is going to work here. Because if he doesn't block Huntmaster,
he's just going to lose his own. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, he just blocks the frontline medic. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, battalion, because a frontline medic, they're indestructible.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's not going to kill Adam's Huntmaster regardless.
Let's wake up real quick.
Yeah. So
all right, here we go. We're good. Yeah, we just slapped each other. You didn't see it. All right, there we go. You heard that? That makes it real.
Right, so.
But he did. Oh, he's Searing Spear.
He's Searing Spear.
That was now. Are we right
so
there?
That
was a waste of a Searing Spear.
It was a waste of a Searing Spear because
okay.
Adam could have passed the turn, and then the Huntmasters both would have flipped the way the triggers would work, active player, non-active player order, so that Adam's trigger would have resolved first, killing Jesse's Huntmaster before it ever flipped.
Right.
So it was a waste of a Searing Spear there.
Yeah, I think at this point Adam is in the driver's seat, but this is Indy who would have a 4-4. Man, if he somehow Jesse comes back from this. That's a punt if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, because there's a Searing Spear where a Searing Spear would have been nice right here. He would have still had the mana and could have just done it right.
I think Adam kills him anyway because he has Keswick Wolf Run.
Yeah, he's in bad shape. But yeah, that's a good thing to note. The way the Huntmaster triggers work.
Jesse realizing lethal damage is coming is packing it up.
Just as we said, Adam's deck, his creatures seem mostly outclassed, but if he comes out fast enough, Jesse can't dig in enough to really show the strength of his creatures as compared to Adam's.
Yeah, I think Jesse had to have a Thrag Tusk at that point when he played the Huntmaster, but I don't think it still would have mattered because of Battalion Indestructible, as we saw.
It's Frontline Medic is a frustrating card to deal with.
Yeah, especially when you're playing other creature decks and you have combat math to deal with. Against the control decks, we mentioned how Reckoner is a little weaker, but this guy, the Frontline Medic's insanely weak against the control decks because the indestructibility doesn't even come into play, nor does the countering X, because usually a Supreme Verdict Determinants will meet him at the door. So, but in this matchup, when you have lots of combat math going on and lots of attacking and blocking, the indestructible trigger there is pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, if Frontline Medic picks up, well, let's say this. If Bonfire starts to pick up, you're going to start seeing more Frontline Medics. But at the same time, then you'll see the shift to Mizium Mortars. I actually just kind of feel like if I'm trying to balance the two, if I'm going to play some mix of Mizium Mortars to Bonfires, I might go 3 Mortars, 2 Bonfires, just because I like to have the option of Bonfire. It seems good, but I feel like I like the Mortars better, as you mentioned, for the consistency of, it's a removal spell. These Jund decks love their removal spells. It's a pretty hefty one. Now, it's not great against Boros Reckoner, but you've got other parts of that. Neither is Bonfire.
Neither is Bonfire, no.
But you have Mortars there, and you can use it to clear the other side of the board almost just as effectively. You don't get the crazy big miracle aspect of it, but you dealing with Frontline Medic might be a good enough reason.
And Mortars is an interesting card because it's not an aggressive card. Any red spell that doesn't go to the dome is always been considered more of the control cards. So it's interesting how it's played in all these aggressive decks, and Jund is still an aggressive deck at times. We've seen it in blue, white, red, the aggressive versions, and it doesn't go to the dome. So you're playing a card that is specifically crafted to kill enemy creatures, and that's it. All right, so they're shuffling up. Not much re-sideboarding here. They all know what they like here. Let's see what Game 3 has in store for us.
Yeah, I'm not sure they did much sideboarding, but it is. I assume they did something because if they're just if they're still shuffling at this point.
They like to shuffle. Shuffling's fun.
Sure, it is fun.
It makes you feel like you have more power over the outcome.
Yeah,
The
like
more random it is.
all the good cards near the top, near the middle, right wherever my opponent wants to cut.
Right,
To,
right.
That's where I want my good cards.
I remember back in the day, it was such taboo to shuffle your opponent's library. And cutting it was the thing. And when I used to shuffle my opponent's library, I would look at it like I was the biggest jerk. I'm like, well,
What, you don't trust me?
yeah, you don't trust me? Are we not friends? Like, I don't really know you, but I'm like, why are you so upset about this? Is there a reason why I should cut your deck only?
Yeah.
You got a little setup there in the middle.
Is there some reason you don't want me to shuffle your library?
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Although there is something to be said for shuffling etiquette and not splitting your opponent's sleeves.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Please learn to shuffle with sleeves.
Nah.
Shaheen.
Oh yeah, I need to. Yeah. When I shuffle my opponent's library, it's gentle, very gentle, most of the time. When I shuffle my own library, it's brutal. I murder it.
That's actually kind of dangerous because you bend a card, bend a sleeve or something like that, and then it's marked if you don't notice it. And getting,
that's true. I
getting
should
some
gotta be
trouble
more
there.
careful.
You just
Luckily,
be
all my
gentle with
sleeves
your
are
cards all
equally
the time.
beat, so it's there's no pattern
That's fair.
ever. It's like if you see my dual lands, there's a crease down the middle of my tundras because
Wow.
how long I've owned them and shuffled them. So that's fine. I don't see them leaving my possession
Be
anytime
nice
soon.
to your cards, and your cards will be nice to you. Do you find you mulligan a lot? That's why, because they're angry at you.
They are angry. Actually, I never mulligan.
That's because you make poor mulligan decisions.
That is right. That's right. It's by choice, friend. It's by choice. I feel you gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, but you need to be gentle with your cards,
No,
especially with your opponent's decks.
that's true. No.
I'm sure everybody has experience.
I remember Adam Kai. Adam Kai is a full foiled deck with beta duels and all that. When I was shuffling his deck, I was nervous randomizing my opponent's deck. It's like, hope I don't injure
I'd be
him.
pretty nervous. Yeah, like, super careful.
Yeah. All right, I think we got a mulligan here by
Yeah,
Adam.
I think Adam's on a mulligan. Jesse seems content.
We have about 18 minutes left in game. Around the last round for game 3. It should be enough with the super aggressive Nye deck. Luckily, we're not playing any control mirrors here, so it should be finished. I guess it looks like he has 7 cards. I guess he's did mulligan. I think I counted 7.
You sure it was him?
I could be
Seemed
wrong.
like it would be odd if he's shipping it back.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
If it goes to 5 or
We'll
6.
find out. It would seem odd, yeah. It's probably a 6. Well, Jun keeping their 7, and we go on to 5 here. We saw Mono Red win on 5 against the combo Angel Glorious Rise deck that kept their 7. So
Yeah, I missed that match, the mono red match. Didn't see any of that all day, but you got to watch it with Glenn. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to know that was even in the room. Well, I assumed it was in the room, but
all right, so Adam is mulliganing to 5, confirmed.
all right. But yeah,
So-
his deck is the kind that can just, get the right start.
Right.
The right 5 cards can certainly just
I'll
have
go
him
ahead.
come out of the gate the same way he did last time.
I'll go ahead and demonic tutor for his 5. Let's go with we're gonna have.
Do you want something similar to the last game where you go turn
Yeah.
1 champion, turn 2 maybe
Let's
mayor?
go
because
2 more champions. How about let's go 3 champions and 2 temple gardens? How about that 5?
What about? I like.
And they'll draw a mayor for turn. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna go 3 champions, that seems pretty good too. But then Jesse's like Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah.
Bloodbraid Elf into Maelstrom Pulse.
And then we call a judge, and then this match is over.
That's a losing.
Oh, we see mayor.
Losing play.
I think I see mayor, and I see 1 drop.
Ah,
All
there
right.
it is.
Well,
There's the champions.
he's got
He
a
might
couple.
still- there we go. Tragic
He
slip
slipped.
from
His
Jesse.
mayor or his champion.
champion.
Champion did not have proper footing.
He reached for his sword there and just slipped and stabbed
He's
himself.
quite dead.
Tragic slip.
I don't know if
there.
Adam has a second land here.
Yeah, I don't know either, but Cavern on humans for turn 1, and then Jesse has a turn 2
I
Farseek.
see Temple Garden, I think.
I definitely see Mayor.
I see Temple Garden, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Temple Garden
What
tapped. And he's going to go ahead and play a second champion.
He's a greedy boy.
Did you demonic two? You said, what did you say? 2 Temple Gardens, 3 champions?
Yeah, 3 champions and a
Mayor.
Mayor.
I was mentioning Mayor, so we somehow mixed together.
It was. And I think Jesse's got the hand to beat my God 5 here. I think he has more removal in his hand if I see correctly.
Liliana of the Veil. And she will ask Adam to sacrifice one of his creatures. Adam chooses champion of the parish.
Good choice. Jesse has a bonfire too, so Adam is going to play Mayor here, and it's going to get bonfire for 1. If Adam would have drawn a land there, he could have played frontline medic. However, he did not.
And so yeah, there you see the Mayor.
This is where Liliana shines too, because you know Adam is discarding real life spells when you can discard like Farseeks and junk to Liliana.
Yeah.
So he played a land.
Yeah, and I think he's got Farseek, Wolf Run, and Bonfire. So you're right. He's gonna have to. Well, I mean, he can.
He's pitched the Farseek here.
Yeah. And he pitches Farseek. Yep.
Bonfire for 1, definitely. And then we'll call it a.
Yeah. How many cards in your hand?
Here.
2 cards in Adam's hand.
You have to bonfire. You can't let Mayor flip. No. What?
Wow.
No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Mayor flip. I don't like that either.
Is that? Did he misclick? All right, Joey Pascal, take it away.
All right. Well, if I'm Adam, I'm just attacking into Liliana here. Not quite sure. Twitter, if you guys have any idea why he didn't just bonfire away that Mayor, let us know.
And now he has that, and he can't
follows
even
up with a
bonfire.
frontline medic after killing Liliana.
And he has a. This is a nightmare.
Not real sure what just happened. Okay, so a wolf from Adam's Mayor there, and Jesse draws. Not even sure what.
He's another land. I think
well,
Jesse.
I think he just played the wolf run.
Does he realize? Oh man, poor guy.
Wow, yeah. I almost hope he doesn't realize, because that's just gonna make him think about that play.
I personally will never tell him, because this game was over in Jesse's court, and now it's over the other way. Yeah. 1 play.
Bonfire can't do it, and then he draws a Searing Spear. Okay, so that's an answer for the frontline medic. Not when it's attacking.
Right. So, and he can't bonfire he can only bonfire for 2 after this. So. We gotta find Jesse's life total out. If his life total is enough where he can survive 1 more turn, he'll be able to bonfire for 3 and get out of this. No,
he's got the
for 2.
Bonfire for 2.
No, don't kill those.
The wolves are big because of the Mayor. Wow, you had a way to answer that, Mayor. This is rough. I believe Adam is just 1. Yeah, 2 spells were cast. Mayor flips again. And everybody in. That's going to knock Jesse down to, I believe, 4. All right, Jesse needs a bonfire off the top, just to.
The irony of this, the very card for victory is causes loss here.
He looks in it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Jesse
man,
McCartney falls to Adam Liu, and I don't know if Jesse. He just completely didn't realize that he could have just killed that Mayor, and it would have been.
People were behind